kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And what a return. Great field position all the way. Out to the 48-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Down. 280. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wait a 9. 58. Right over there. Yeah. Hey, exit. Right there. Keep it up, defense.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a throw here to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Maurice Hurst. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Down! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! 185! 49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm here all day. Check! Right Monday, down! Back!
On first and 10, here's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Raiders first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 22-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On second down, Jacobs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Down, Blue 80. Mike, 49. Cover.
Throwing his car on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, baby.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time.
Allen hands off to McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Let's go, deep tight end. Let's go.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's 3rd and 11.
58. 58 to Mike. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 185. Hey, 734.
To throw on third down. Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. They go play action here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. It's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, keep it up.
Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Mike 54. Come on, boy.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is Harris. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Matt Milano leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. Here we go. 49. 49. 49. Mike, 49.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Pass incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's get up.
Throwing again. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Here's Allen. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Allen now looks to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So they start the 2nd half with a carry by McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen to throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Vincent Mayowa drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Pauschka's kick is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here we go.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 14 yards. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them.
They're smart, they do.
Pauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now.